going to kind of measure. You don't want to have it too close to the edge so you don't see it. And I think I'm just going to put 3 small pieces down here. And I try to go in close and just cut like that. You're going to lose a little bit. And if you really want to get, you know, even Steven, you just fold it into 3s. I put the glue on the piece, not on the head. That could get dangerous. And make a good idea of where I want to go. And you really need to take your time. If you're too fast, it could get messy real quick. It could get messy and stringy, and you know, you can't do this rushing. And if it's not your cup of tea to be this tedious, then save up your money and buy all the heads that you need. Just regular hot glue gun from the craft store. This is a little bit of a higher temperature glue. It comes low temp, high temp. I think my other heads I did with low temp, but I needed to repair some of it, so I've switched to a higher temp. But just regular old, that's it. Just plain old glue sticks and a $3 glue gun. The red on this head was some leftover Manic Panic that my daughter had, so that stains really well. If you want to pay attention to a bricklayer pattern, so you know there's 3 there, and I could do 2 here and 2 small ones on the outside, so 4 in this row. And it's really experimental. I mean, there's no right or wrong. Just gonna go a little thinner. I mean, I was always that child that if you said no to me, I would find a way to make it happen. So when it comes to doing things that I want to do, if I don't have the funds to do it, I will figure out a way to make it happen. And sometimes it could be scary to invest $300 in a head and more money and in a course and you know, some people just don't have it. And then you'll hear, oh, you should invest in your career, and yes, you should. But honestly, I was a missionary for 10 years and we didn't have it. We had to learn how to live on a lot less, and so those years really pretty much that was in my 40s, and so that just really made me very frugal. So that's the process until I run out of the dark hair. I probably could do 3 more rows of the dark, and then I'll move into some of the pink. Maybe I can even add some of the pink as I go along. Why not? I think I'm going to. As I'm looking at her length, I think I'm going to add another row down at the bottom. So these are decisions that you make. There's no right or wrong. It's like, okay, it's not as thick on that bottom row as I'd like it to be. So I'm going to put in another row of long length down here at the bottom. Try not to catch any of the hair up above, but if you catch some of the hair below, that's okay. If you see the glue kind of pop out there, you don't want to let those hairs down until it hardens. You think about it, okay, you're going to do an updo, you're going to draw the hair back. So I try to follow the same line as to how I know the hair would be drawn back. So I want my seams to line up with how the updo is going to go. With back in here, I still need to add some of the long pieces right here underneath, because in this area in a real haircut you still would have the long hair in there. Use your own judgment. You don't always have to have everyone always telling you what to do. You can think through. So there's more hair here because the mannequin head is thicker at the bottom around the edges. So I don't need as much. I don't need as much length coming here because I'm into the fringe now. So I put that one long piece at the bottom, and now I'm going to work with mostly pink around the face because it would be just like how the normal highlights are, where there's more lighter hair around the face. And you just take your time because you don't want to jump in here and start putting in big pieces. Pay attention to your mindset and your body. If you're feeling rushed and stressed and frustrated, then you've done enough. I had a severely ADHD daughter, and there's a term I learned. It's called your window of time. Everybody has their window of time. Somebody's window is 10 minutes and somebody else's is 40. So if you start getting antsy and you're no longer in it, in a kind of a zone with it, then your window of time has passed. And so just stop. Come back to it later.